We will not copyright or trademark that. We do not have the rights to this at all. Please do not sue us. Thank you.
Welcome to These Unprecedented Gays, featuring Joe Granelli and Paul Smith. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and review wherever you stream your podcasts. Check us out on Instagram at tugayspod and email us at tugayspod@yahoo.com. We hope you enjoy.
I think people alive.
Lauren Boebert, on something.
Oh, yeah. Talk about eating them. Ooh, salacious.
Okay. He ate. I guess we're rolling.
Oh.
What are you trying to tell you?
Oh, I got a little stage shock. Or what is it?
It's only been 100 episodes by now. You know.
Listen, we're new and fresh to this.
Bandana. Look at him looking badass.
I know.
No, but he is like killing it because he's like, listen, I'm going through chemotherapy, but I'm going to argue the shit out of you and rationalize and hit you with logic.
I'm all about he looks like he's straight out of what's the show with the motorcycle gang?
Oh,
not the Mayans, but the other one, the one the Mayans are an offshoot of.
Oh my god, I know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
Oh my god, and it's on Discovery.
That's the
big
Sons of Anarchy. Sons of Anarchy.
Yes. Oh, Sons of Anarchy.
Are you thinking about the real one, like the?
No, Sons of Anarchy. He looks like he's out of that.
What is the reality TV version of the motorcycle people? Because there's a reality show on Discovery.
Oh, okay.
And it had it had a girl with long blonde hair. Oh, it's gonna annoy me.
I don't know. It's gonna come to us, so we'll just shout it out. They're in the middle of the episode.
I'm going to Google it while you do your thing.
Okay. Well, I'm Paul.
I'm Joe.
And we're These Unprecedented Gays. So we were talking about Jeremy Raskin. Okay. Who, owned Lauren Boebert during talks in Congress or whatever they do out there. As some kind of subcommittee or something. So, but yeah. So how was your week, Joe?
I think it might be the Antiques Roadshow one. But not Antiques.
Yeah, because they're hardcore Antique Roadshow.
Not the Antiques. Pawn Stars, maybe? I don't know.
Well, Pawn Stars is two guys, and they have a girl that works at the...
I'm, vividly remembering...
But neither one of them are hardcore either.
But there's, a little, she's a little butchy woman with blonde, kind of mullet hair.
Okay, so, Tuggers and Tuggettes, if you know what Joe is talking about, please email us at tugayspod@yahoo.com or slide in our DMs on Instagram.
I'm not going to remember it.
We'll give you a shout out.
We'll give you a shout out.
What were you asking?
How was your week?
Oh, thank you for asking. Well, so I've been chorused out because we've had a bunch of rehearsals and we're doing.
Did you get the hand clap down yet?
Oh, girl,
Dua Lipa,
honey. I double clap like no one's business. I'm a clap queen, thank you, but not that kind of clap queen.
That's what they said at the STD clinic.
Clap is chlamydia, right?
If you have the clap, I think
it's chlamydia. Because I think everyone thinks it's gonorrhea.
Well, let's ask our.
I have no idea.
Andrew Davis is in the studio. He works at a hospital. You are a nurse, and you don't know what the clap is.
They only talk about it in the.
Oh, it is gonorrhea.
It's gonorrhea.
Oh, see, no,
that's a big G.
Okay, I'm getting flashbacks because it's not. Everyone thinks clap is chlamydia, but it's gonorrhea. So chlamydia is the clam. But I made it up. It's not real.
Did you say the clamp?
Clam.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I was like, the clamp.
So anyway, tons of chorus practice. And then I started watching season 3 of Outer Banks, which is my high school fantasy girl show on Netflix.
Okay.
It's really bad, but I have to watch it. It's so stupid. It needs to end. And then my air fryer had a recall. And this is a PSA for people, and it's the reason why I'm PSAing is that I would have never known about this unless I bought it on Amazon. And Amazon, as much as I hate them, they let me know. They're like, "Hey, there's a recall," and it's because they were self-combusting and burning into flames.
Oh,
so that's a real thing. So PSA is if you have anything like that, register some you know how there was register your device, and no one ever does. So like
You
register
should,
your device.
Do you want an air fryer?
Well, so I have my microwave air fryer convection broiler combo that I got for Christmas.
Oh, okay. Well, Andrew Davis, do you need an air fryer?
I have an air fryer, but it's funny that you say
Is
that.
it the Kosori?
No, so our downstairs neighbor, Darlene, 81,
The one that you're going to take over when she dies? Yeah.
81 years old.
Yeah, you're in her will.
She messaged me the other day and was like, "Hey, Andy, can you come down here? My air fryer's been recalled." And it's the same one. And so I go down there, and in her living room, she has a desktop computer. I'm not kidding. She has a digital camera.
Yeah.
She said they wanted me to take pictures.
3
of the
pictures.
front,
The back.
and the underneath. So she had the pictures. She uploaded them to the desktop computer, but she couldn't figure out how to get the images over to the recall form. So I had to help her do that. But,
I
she was
uploaded
scared
the
to
wrong
death. She's
picture.
Like, God, they've been going up in flames.
Yeah.
They're going to send me a new one and this and that.
So that was like the highlight of
so
my week,
ironic.
basically. But then they were like, you can get either like the same air fryer or something else.
Well, don't get the same air fryer. Because
Well, they've obviously like fixed it.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I don't.
Our air fryer almost went up in flames the first time we used it, but we forgot to take the instruction manual. I don't think that was their fault.
Who puts the instructions manual in the basket?
That's where they put it.
Where they put it.
For reduced packaging, eco-friendly.
Yeah.
No, we put it there.
Oh.
That's even worse.
To be eco-friendly?
And you always know where it is.
Let's keep this thing up.
I mean, well, so was it just like burnt up paper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
we
my
smelled,
God.
We smelled smoke.
Yeah. It was
Girl,
not cute.
thank God for your senses.
So also, you know how you can get the inserts into your air fryer, like the little paper? They look like coffee filters almost, but they... So there's these cool inserts you can put in and save you having to wash your air fryer inside every time you use it.
Okay.
And they're great. But what they don't tell you is don't put them in there empty because the air circulates so much that they float to the top.
And then they start
Oh.
burning. Yeah.
Are they okay?
That's good to know.
I'll give you some
Have
because
those.
we don't use them.
Oh.
We don't either. I have a full pack. I could have brought.
Yeah.
You need an air fryer?
I have one, but it's a different model.
Yeah, his is like the ninja one. So anyway, air fryer. There you go.
Okay.
Get your air fryer checked. And then that was it.
Okay.
What about you?
My week is okay. I was very upset because I found out that Waffle House Wendy was fired. Now, I don't know if you saw this video on Instagram or TikTok, whatever,
who is this?
about the fight at Waffle House and the woman who worked there, and she like knocked a chair out of the way midair that was thrown at her, and they fired her.
What was so? Give us a synopsis.
I don't know.
Oh,
I know she was fired.
Where was that? Where did that happen?
That was like just a couple of weeks ago.
No, where? What state?
Probably Florida. Probably Florida.
but she
I
caught a
wouldn't doubt
chair.
it.
She got the chair midair.
Yeah, she like somebody. There was a fight that broke out with some customers, and a customer threw a chair at her, and she's like behind the counter, and she takes it and just like flings it off to the side,
And they fired her.
and they fired her. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, because Waffle House sucks.
Wrongful
But then,
termination.
she could go into like Secret Service work.
Clearly.
She could be the
Really
new
could,
Jason
yeah.
Bourne or something. I don't know. I was like,
No,
come
oh
on
my
now.
God.
That is
yeah,
like,
play that video again.
Boom.
What?
she caught it and flung it, girl.
Damn. But also, like, how light are those chairs?
I mean, people walking around like a purse, but still.
Oh, and they made comics of her.
They even like made like pictures of her and everything. I was just like,
What's her name? Waffle House Wanda?
Waffle House Wendy.
Wendy.
Her real name is Haley.
Her
Oh,
real name is Haley.
Oh.
Where is she from? Our
I'm
producer
working on it.
Nick.
I'm working on it. I'm not
Waffle
fast
House
enough.
oh, that's
Getting us all that information.
Sorry, it doesn't say where. It's been undisclosed.
Okay. Well, it was a Waffle House,
For
so
her
most likely
protection.
it was like
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah.
And I love Waffle House. So
I do too.
I will love me some smothered.
What do
and
they
covered.
What do they serve there?
They do more than waffles. It's not even
Oh,
waffles.
yeah.
It's our hash browns.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you can't. Nobody's gonna go to Hash Brown House.
I will go to
Exactly.
Hash Brown House.
I mean, I will too.
Exactly. Oh, me too. Yeah.
But like, I get mine smothered and covered.
oh,
'Cause
that's your
it's-
theme, girl.
Okay.
Smothered and covered.
Bukkake.
That has a secondary meaning.
But smothered is smothered with caramelized onions,
Okay.
covered in cheddar cheese.
Oh, and it's hash browns.
It's in
It's
Austin,
actually-
Texas.
Oh, even like
All right.
yeah.
Oh,
Makes sense.
Okay. Well, good job, Wanda.
So-
Wendy,
but, like,
Wanda?
Which is Florida West.
Right, exactly. So anyway, we have a special guest in the house studio.
It's our Southern Belle.
Hello.
Andrew Davis, our favorite. Gratitude.
What was the other? Okay, what was it? This is your third time here,
Third
right?
time, yeah.
What was the other
It was
episode?
fandoms, and then the second one was the pets.
Oh, pet dads.
Pet dads.
Pet daddies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here today. Thank you for having me back.
You don't remember this? Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I love Bush's baked beans. Honestly, though, like, those beans are good.
They dared me to say that, work that somehow into the podcast, and I did.
That was an appropriate time.
Explain.
Because earlier we were talking about...
I don't know.
Jury duty.
Girl, was I
We
here?
were talking about jury duty and how Joe was not selected, but Andrew was telling us about how he was selected, and we were talking about Andrew being in the room with all the other jury people trying to debate whether or not this person was guilty or innocent, and I'm like, Andrew would be right there at the table going, roll that beautiful bean footage.
And with that accent, I'd be like, I don't know if he's guilty.
Your Honor.
Well, let's look at the defendant.
It's like an episode of In the Heat of the Night.
Is that what people have? What is that?
It was this show where it was a racist white sheriff,
or something, yeah.
and he had a black deputy, and so it was like they had to figure out murders and stuff that's happening in the town as they come together and work together and stuff.
It came on right after Murder, She Wrote. Those were back to back.
Sadly, they could make that show right now in 2023 and it would still be like the same thing.
And people would flock to it.
Yeah.
So, anyway. So, Andrew is here because we're going to talk about relationships. And
Lerv.
But before we do that, we're going to talk about what we're obsessed with, what's giving us life. It's time for Mouth to Mouth. Mouth to Mouth resuscitation. Why do I always feel like I need
Cooper's
to...
about to give me mouth
I
to
know,
mouth.
Cooper, mouth to mouth over
He
there.
smelled that pretzel on my breath.
Andy made little pretzel bites for us, and Cooper is like, ooh, you're so salty now.
Always.
I don't know why I have to whisper every time I say mouth to mouth. I can't just say that.
We should say it in different languages.
Mouth to mouth.
I know.
Yeah, it wouldn't sound as good in full voice.
Oh, Coop, you're giving me lots of action.
Should I go first while you're...
I'm getting
in
a
the
little
middle
shower. It's fine. I'm okay with that. Oh, if he gets the ear, it might elicit a response.
Somebody might be smothered and covered. Watch out, Cooper.
Oh, I get it. I can go now.
Okay.
So what's giving me life? I have three things.
Oh, my goodness.
One of them is an old song that I actually kind of rediscovered. I don't know if it's that old, but it's the Can't Stop Dancing by Becky G.
Becky G? Okay.
It was I don't know, on some Instagram reel or something, and I was like, oh, I like that song. The second one is more music, and it's a playlist on Apple Music, and I'm not a huge fan of Apple Music, but this one, it's lo-fi chill, and it's really good ambiance background music.
Ambiance. Okay.
Ambiance. And then the last thing that's giving me life is the lawsuit against Fox News.
Oh, from Dominion, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There's two, and it could be up to $4.6 billion, and Fox only has $4 billion on cash, so it could be catastrophic. Oh my God. I love it.
Dang.
So it's giving me
out
life.
hope.
Anywho. And
right.
you. Or you.
Oh, let's go with Andrew. Our
Here,
guest.
okay, I actually thought of it this time.
Oh my God.
I think the past episode I forgot to think of something. This time today I was like, what is giving me life? So two things. First thing is the original Dreamgirls soundtrack, the Broadway cast.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
With Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Exactly.
And Jennifer Holiday.
Jennifer Holiday, yes. It's, oh my gosh, it's giving me such life. I'm at the gym. I'm tearing it up on the elliptical. So
She's a mouth singer.
One night only. in my earbuds.
People are probably looking at him like, look at him go. He's probably listening to some heavy metal or
like
really,
rap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm the same way. It's like, no, it's Run to You by Whitney Houston.
Dream Girl soundtrack. No, but we watched an episode of that Abbott Elementary, and Cheryl Lee Ralph is in that show, and so I knew that I knew her from somewhere, and so then I Googled the cast, and I'm like, oh, Cheryl Lee Ralph, and then that's what got it all started, and now I can't stop listening to that soundtrack because it's so good.
I love Abbott Elementary.
So good, yeah, it's a good
great show.
Yeah.
So what's your other thing?
So the second thing is, it's funny that you said hash browns. Hash browns is my second thing.
That was a psychic hit, Paul.
It really was. So we went to Grocery Outlet the other day, and they sell. Thank you, thank you for the plug. I love that place.
My brother calls it gross out.
It's the one next to us is so nice. Over
okay,
on, Ward.
Come on, groceries.
Anyway, they sell a sleeve of the McDonald's hash browns.
Yes.
Oh, child. So now, every day that I'm off, I'll make, sausage and egg, turkey sausage and eggs, and make a sandwich, and I put 2 of those hash browns on it, slather it in mayo.
Do you air fry them? Ooh.
Yes, I do.
Good.
Okay, but
They're
see,
so good.
You don't even need bread or biscuits for that. You make the bread,
hash browns,
the bread, and you make a hash brown sandwich.
I should do that, but I kind of like the bread to, hold it together.
Needs
hold
structure.
all of it,
Plus,
the
depending on how you make the hash browns, it can be a little bit oily and a little wet.
Yeah,
So
and then I want to put the mayonnaise on the bread, and then it's a crunch. There's a crunch. You got the mayo,
and I love that you're making the facial expression for it too.
God,
so in
so
case
good.
you didn't know what crunch meant, it's he's holding a sandwich in his hand, and then he goes to take a bite, just so you know what he means by crunch.
This is what it looks like when I crunch when I crunch that sandwich.
This is his crunch face.
But what kind of bread?
Oh, any type of bread, whole wheat.
Oh,
yeah.
She's not specific.
No, whatever,
Okay.
whatever I've bought.
Okay.
Yeah.
No multigrain rye.
All right, so I have 2. Mine
Okay.
first is I'm obsessed with watching YouTube videos of our cruise ship.
Okay.
Because we're going on a cruise in April with the kids, and we're on the Navigator of the Seas,
Nice.
Royal Caribbean. So we've been watching a lot of videos about what to do, what to pack.
Yeah.
Tips and tricks and hacks and stuff like that. I know you love cruising.
I love cruising.
So,
Yeah, we're going on one in April too. Yeah.
on a cruise, not at a
What kind of
park.
cruising?
On the ship.
He's over there cruising, showing his crunch face.
In Balboa Park, he's like, "Want to see my crunch face?"
Oh, please take a video of you going down the water slide.
Oh my god, I am planning on doing all of that.
gosh, yeah.
I'm planning on doing that water slide the first day.
Yes.
And on embarkation day, they tell you it's bring your swim trunks if you're not wearing them already, change into them because not a lot of people do the slides.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it changed how you do the musters now.
Yeah.
You don't have to do muster stations
Yeah, you don't
anymore.
have to go.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a
You
mustard
do-
station.
So when you get on a cruise ship, everybody's supposed to go out along the edge of the cruise ship all the way around, and you do all of your safety instructions,
Like a
how to
fire
get.
drill.
Yeah. Find your lifeboat.
Right, find your lifeboat, find your buddy, all that kind of good stuff. So now you can do it all on the app before you get on the ship, so then you don't have to do it on the ship.
Oh,
That's great.
sounds like a liability.
it's really nice.
So when are you guys going?
We're going April 22nd out of Long Beach, and we did the same thing. We were at
Royal Caribbean?
okay. Carnival, Panorama.
Okay, because
Yeah.
we're leaving the 19th out
So
of
funny.
Long Beach.
What are your stops?
Cabo San Lucas
Yes.
and Ensenada.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We're at Cabo, Puerto Vallarta, and Mazatlan.
Oh,
It's a 7-night. Yeah.
So we might be Cabo the same.
Maybe, yeah, we'll have to
Yeah.
look at that. We're going with Gio's family, but we were doing the same thing. We're at his brother's house the other day, and they pulled up YouTube on the TV, and we did a full ship tour.
I know, it's like, what's on here?
There's
I
so
wonder
many,
what's
there's so
happening.
many videos.
Well, and then it's also because the one that we're on just got refurbished like
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Nice.
So we're like, a huge difference. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I want to see what the difference
This
is.
looks great.
I want to look at the rooms because it's
Exactly.
like we bought the kids like ocean view rooms,
Aw.
and we got ours as a balcony. And I'm like,
Nice.
we'll make sure we get a good room.
Nice. You're going to love that balcony.
I know. We did
Wait,
it when we
they're
went
not
to Alaska on Holland America.
Nice.
And it was so nice to have the balcony.
Yeah.
So, and we have to 2 days at sea.
Oh,
at
nice.
different times. So it's
Perfect.
like, that's going to be nice too to like
Yeah.
sit out there and like just open water kind of stuff. So anyway, Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited for you. Yeah.
I'm excited for you for Carnival.
Thank
I'm
you.
not a huge fan of Carnival, though.
No, I've just always went with them because I lived in Orlando for a while, and they offer cheap cruises. So at this point, I'm like, they give me good deals because I'm like,
because you've been going so much.
Gold level, yeah. So we just stick with them.
She's got the points.
Anyway,
all right. So the other thing that I am obsessed with is. We watched a show on Netflix called Bake Squad, and Andy and I just like we don't even watch it for like entertainment value, except to like make fun of it.
Okay,
because like these guys are just ridiculous. And the thing is, it's like so it's 4 bakers that do different things. Like one's a chocolatier,
accomplished,
right?
Respected,
yes, hosted by Christina Tosi from Milk Bar, and each one, like I said, does something specific. Like one's a sugar artist, one's a chocolatier, one does pies, one does cakes. So they get somebody comes in, has a special occasion, wants something special done. So they're doing these big, extravagant, like dessert kind of things, and so they're always like. Oh, I'm going to do this. Like, I'm going to do 300 cupcakes, but I want to do it in their letters, like K and S, but I don't have anything to put it in. I don't know what to do. And Christina Tosi's like, I'm on it.
Okay.
I'm going to do 15 giant mousse cakes, but I don't have something to put it in. And I was thinking like a giant heart box. Okay, I'm on it. Like, where do you keep this in like some weird like warehouse that you just have all this stuff in case somebody asks for it? I have it ready. Like
magic of television.
Exactly.
But it's so contrived.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, like they could just do it with the cool box, but they have to make it like it's Christina's job to solve their problem.
Right, and then it's also this like over the top extravagance. Like the last one we watched was like somebody was doing 10-year vow renewal, and I will say the one that Gonzo did, who's a chocolatier, he did a heart-shaped box, and it was like 15 different mousse cakes, so it looked like there were different chocolates.
And they were giant.
They're like, big.
The size of a loaf of bread.
Right. But I and Andy, I think, also enjoyed Maya Camille's, which is the K&S that she did, but it was like 300 individual cupcakes with different flavors, and she did it to look like little succulents, the frosting on the top. And it looked gorgeous.
But this is just American waste. I mean,
right.
They make these. The one cake that they made for that event it involved 40-something sheets of cake in a giant globe shape. It looked really cool, but they cut right into it for the tasting, and then they didn't pick that one. So all of that food is what now?
My take home.
Wow.
Exactly.
Hopefully the crew gets help.
Yeah, well, the 300 cupcakes. They literally made 300 cupcakes. The one guy does chocolate. He did this huge chocolate thing, and then part of it was lifting the lid off and having it flop open, and of course all the chocolate panels break.
Oh, wow.
So like they're going to remake it if you get picked as the winner, but what happens if you don't?
Geez.
Right.
Maybe they donate it, maybe?
Big Squad, also known as American Waste.
Is it as the same like caliber as like is it cake? Because if it is, I would like it.
No, it's not like because you get that like host who's like, "Is it cake?" and then slices into it, and it's like you don't get that satisfaction.
Oh
Doesn't have that drama.
Like
it's worse,
right? I'm still waiting for that one episode where it's like they make a baby out of cake, but there's like one real baby.
I'm gonna eat the
Are you sure you want to pick this one? Is it cake?
I would watch that, and then I would eat the baby cake.
So anyway,
that's the next
great idea.
Oh my god!
Saw. That's the next Saw release. It's gonna be cake.
That's good.
What about our new obsession?
Okay, so I think I talked about this last week, but our new obsession that we just like cannot get enough of is the Traitors on Peacock.
Is it good?
It is so good. Okay, so it's basically 20 people go to a castle in Scotland, and it's hosted by Alan Cummings, who was like a star. He was also in Chicago and everything. So, and 10 of them are reality TV stars. So you have people from Big Brother, Survivor, Below Deck, The Real Housewives. Brandi Glanville is on it.
Oh.
The Real Housewives.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, she got
big personalities.
Oh yeah.
And Ari from The Bachelor's on there.
Oh,
but,
she's
Brandy got messed up in her plastic surgery. I don't know what happened to her. But my favorite is Sari. She's from Survivor, and like I love her. So 10 are from reality shows. 10 are just regular people, and then 3 of them get chosen as traitors, and the rest are considered faithfuls. So as a group, you have to figure out who the traitors are by
Is that Ryan Lochte?
Huh?
Is that Ryan Lochte?
Yeah. Yes, Ryan Lochte was on
And
there.
then the guy from Shaws of Sunset?
Yes, Reza was on.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Joe will like this.
Okay, wait. What is this on?
It's on Peacock.
Okay, I'm down.
So
It is so good.
it is fantastic. Like, and Andy's like, you have to watch this because I think you'll like it. I'm like, oh, another reality show. We're still watching Survivor and everything. And then I get into it. I'm like, okay, let's watch the next episode.
But what are they competing for?
So they're competing for $250,000.
Wow.
So if they get all of the traitors out, the faithfuls that remain get to split the pot. If the traitors end up some of the last people, even one traitor ends up in the last challenge, then they win all the money.
And there's 3?
There's 3.
Okay.
But they don't even know how many. The faithful don't know how many traitors there are.
Right.
Do the traitors know the other traitors?
Yeah.
Yes. And they get to murder someone every episode. So basically, 2 people leave each episode because there's a banishment, because there's a round table where people have to decide who's a traitor and vote somebody out. And then there's the murder that the traitors take care
So
of.
no spoilers, but imagine like you have to pick who to vote out in a way that doesn't tip off you as so. Like if somebody's thinking you might be a traitor, well, you're not going to kill them that night because that would point all the fingers to you. So you might kill someone else. It's like a chess game, of strategy.
Wow.
And it's also like you have to think, but at the round table, you're also trying to make sure that nobody thinks that you're a traitor. So you're trying to push other conspiracy theories during the day. So when you get to the round table, people are like, oh yeah, I think you're so-and-so because, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's crazy.
Do you remember that game on the Jackbox games, where it's like, who's the thief?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Who's the Imposter?
Who's the imposter? It's like
Or
that
something.
game.
Yeah.
But like in TV version of that.
Yeah, it's great.
It's did you watch the one that was Celebrity Relatives?
No.
So it was sort of like that.
Like the mole or something?
It was like sort of. It was
Okay.
like a group of celebrity people who were related to celebrities.
Claim to fame.
Claim to fame. Thank you. Yeah, but it was like that. Like each night there was a guesser, and then the guesser had to pick someone who they thought they knew the identity of, and then if they got it right, then that person goes home, and if they got it wrong, they went home.
I watched like the first
As
few
the
and
guesser.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
But I lost.
And it was co-hosted by 2 of the Jonas Brothers, but not the ones that are in the band.
No, that one isn't he?
Kevin is. Yeah.
Oh, Kevin is. I'm sorry.
Frankie is.
Nobody cares about Kevin Jonas.
It's got to work too.
Everybody always forgets he had his own reality show too.
He did?
He did. Him and his wife.
Oh.
And had their own reality show for a while.
Well, didn't watch that one.
Exactly. So let's get into it. Let's dive in with Andrew Davis and
I'm doing a dive.
relationships in
Whatever
there.
this is.
I know you're like Ryan Lochte and diving in
Yeah.
because he was a full circle, people. All right. So Andrew,
All right.
your boyfriend's name is Gio, correct?
Yes.
And how did you guys meet?
I
think I know this story.
Yeah, so I lived over here on Richmond, just down the street. And
On the corner?
On the corner.
That's a busy corner.
That's a busy
waiting for my
corner.
shift to end.
My God, waiting for my shift to end. No, so Gio works in ophthalmology for UCSD, but he was going to Barry's boot camp, so he got a job working the front desk on Saturday mornings because no one wants to work Saturday mornings from like 6 a.m. to noon.
I would work
just to
that.
get a free membership.
I'm gonna do that.
So I would walk my dog. When I was on the night shift, I would walk Dolly right past Barry's boot camp, right there. And so we would like see each other, but never like spoke to each other.
Making
and then,
eyes.
yeah.
That's cruising.
It's like Who is this hot?
Yeah, I mean, I was like, just off of my shift, chain smoking, walking the dog. I was still smoking.
This was pre-vape days.
This was pre-vape and pre-stopping all of it. And
I love how Andrew likes to use hand motions. So it looked like he worked at Waffle House. He's smoking a cigarette and like shaking up his hash brown.
And get the chair. You got to use the chair, Wanda.
Anyway, so then we ended up, we officially met on Grindr. But we already had, seen each other out. We're like, oh, you're that guy. So then we just went out for dinner, and the rest is history.
Where did you go for dinner?
Baja Betty's.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, keeping it classy.
So
did you get the cheese sauce, though?
I don't remember what I got.
You don't remember your first date?
You don't remember the first date?
I remember the first date.
Gio, don't listen to this episode.
No, it's so funny. His friends actually ended up being there by chance at the bar.
By chance.
Air quotes.
And they snapped a picture of us. So we have a little picture of us at our first dinner. Yeah, it's really cute.
But you don't remember what you ate?
I don't remember what I ate. Probably a burrito.
You weren't making your crunch face, were you?
No. That came later. Oh.
I was going to say, he may have not had dinner at the restaurant, but he had some dinner later.
Kidding. No.
He was full later on.
Smash and cover, what's it called?
Smothered and covered. So how long did you guys date before you discussed that you were boyfriends?
I want to say maybe a month.
Oh.
So I was a little resistant because I had, had a few failed past relationships, and then
sounds like an Andrew kind of thing.
I got this apartment. I had my dog. I'm like, I am content with my life, and I don't want anybody coming in and shaking it up, And so
I need to focus on me.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the mindset I was in.
And that's when you get hit in the face with love.
Open the door to a serious relationship because that's what it needs.
That's what happened.
And they don't want it.
Yeah. And so it took me a while to actually, because I'm like, this is a great guy, I can't pass this up, So we kept seeing each other. And then finally, when we put the title on it, then we were like, well, what are we going to say is our anniversary? And so we just went with the first date because we had been, exclusively seeing each other ever since then. So, but yeah, it was a slower process.
I feel like a month is quick.
While you were in that 1 month period, was there any are we exclusive or not question?
We talked about it, yeah. Probably after about a week. We talked about it. Just because, I'm the type of person, if I'm dating someone, I would just want to focus on that person, and sort of see where it goes. I want to dating multiple people.
Because then it just gets confusing.
It does, I mean...
what did I tell you?
I don't know.
Are you a faithful or a traitor?
You start telling the same story over and over again.
Or when you're like, I love this place. Remember when we went for brunch here? And you go, that wasn't me.
No.
I know. I love Andy does that. He's like, that was your other boyfriend?
Gio says that to me, too. No, that wasn't me.
Do you want my questions? Mine are deep-hitting journalisms.
Okay, and Oprah?
Well, not really.
Or Walter Cronkite?
Well, I mean, whatever. Mine was going to be, what are your favorite moments with Gio?
Oh, there's so many.
Too many.
Yeah, there are too many. Because he's such a great guy. I mean, he really is. It's just, he's the kindest, sweetest person I've ever known. In past relationships, I was always the more kind, caring person. And, the other person, I was always the nicer of the two. And now in this relationship, I'm Gio is so sweet. He has me beat, and so I'm it's just wonderful, And I love that, what I really love about him is he doesn't judge me, if I want to leave work and drive through McDonald's and get 3 McChickens and a large fry, he's like, okay, I support that. You go ahead, Yeah. And I feel other people would be like, oh, are you really going to eat 3 McChickens?
Ew. I'm only going to stop I'm stopping for a quick snack.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel I can be myself, with him.
Aww.
So I love that.
So what your favorite moments?
Again, there are too
many.
Yeah.
Do you have one that is a standout? Maybe a favorite vacation?
Actually, let's go narrow. When did you know he was the one? What was that?
What was that moment?
Oh my gosh.
See? You're
wow.
welcome.
It
was when they went to Baja Betty's.
That, yeah, honestly, Baja
On the meal
Betty's
they don't
with
remember.
When you watched him eat that whole burrito.
the authentic Mexican food.
They had the whole enchilada.
And like, he took it all in one bite. You know what I'm saying?
Deep throat burrito. That's when you knew he was the one.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think just over time I realized, him being like, he started staying over more and officially moved in, and then like...
Yeah, he moved in quick, I feel like.
Yeah, he fell in love with Dolly, because he had 3 other roommates at his place. Yeah.
Wasn't he in like Claremont?
He was in Serra Mesa.
Serra Mesa, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he started moving in quickly. I remember when we were in chorus, you were like, I'm dating a guy, he's living with me. I was like, oh. I was like, happy Monday. I was like, it's been a week, but you do you, girl.
It wasn't a week. It was soon, though.
I know, well, that's what I mean. Like, so your guys' trajectory is pretty quick. Like, boyfriends after a month, and then, like, he kind of moved in.
Yeah.
Like, squatting, right? After, basically.
No.
We kind of did the same.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I was with me and Andy... different than you, Andy, but you, Andy, because I was living with my ex and his new boyfriend, and then they were leaving to go back to Orlando. So then I was like, all right, well, I'm going to move in with my old roommate, whose name was Nick, but I was like, hopefully he's not doing coke anymore. And then I'm like, and then I have to listen to him have sex with women, because that would happen when I lived with him before, like, I knew he was doing coke, and I'm like, all right, it's fine, whatever. But then our walls were super thin.
Oh, no.
So, I could hear him having sex, and I was like, good for you.
It was like, and then done.
No, it was actually kind of loud and
lengthy.
I mean, good for you that you're making her sound like that.
It was cocaine induced. It could go on for hours.
Damn. So he had the stamina.
Right. So,
yikes.
And I just asked Andy, I was like, is it okay if I just put some stuff in your garage and hold it there? He was like, well, why don't you just move in? And I was like, we both were like,
No, at the time, I had a extra room.
Yes.
So the first move-in was you could be in your own room.
Okay.
That bed never got used.
I'm like,
because the other one did.
I'm like, that had a twin bed in it.
And you know what? It was a nice trial period, right? Because he was sort of staying at my place a lot, but he still had his bedroom at the other place. So the 3 nights a week that I worked, he would go and stay up there. But it was also we were moved in together, but it wasn't like a permanent. It didn't feel, we weren't locked into a lease. So it was a great way to test the water.
Okay.
See if it was going to work.
So what do you bring to the relationship?
I'm sorry, I didn't prepare for that question.
Hey, we are all about the hard-hitting journalism here.
Oh my goodness, I bring a steady income.
I bring this big...
I bring hand gestures when talking.
I bring that crunch face.
That's it. No, I feel like we try to keep it at a 50-50, he does more cooking, I do more cleaning at home. We both work. He works 5 days a week, I work 3/12, so it's kind of staggered. Sometimes if I work a weekend, so that's better for the dogs. So we both pitch in with laundry, chores, groceries, all that kind of stuff. Is that the type of things you were talking about bringing to the table? Or are you talking about emotionally or
you tell me what you think you bring to the relationship?
I told you I brought the hash browns from grocery outlet.
Bargain market.
With you and that jingle.
I love that jingle.
It's very catchy.
What do you think is the element that's the most important in maintaining your relationship?
Communication.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. Talking about what the other person needs. I don't know. I was for a while, I felt on our days off together, because I work some weekends, and so when I would have weekends off, I put this pressure on us to get out and do the most, do. And then, like one day we sort of had a conversation. He's like, I work Monday through Friday. So on the weekends, I might want to just stay home all day. And then I'm like, and then I'm like, oh, okay. All right. That makes sense. And then we started doing that more. So it's like, I feel like that's important. Communication.
Yeah, because you need to communicate your needs.
Yeah, like hearing what the other person needs.
And just being able to say, no, we're going out.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Suck it up,
exactly.
Gio.
Yeah.
Communication and hash browns.
Communication and hash browns.
So I remember when you guys first started dating that you were still in the night shift, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm trying to remember it correctly, but like, was he one of the factors for you switching to day shift so that you guys could be together more often? And how did that kind of like change the dynamic in the relationship?
It didn't really change the dynamic. We started dating in June, and then by August, I was on day shift. Because they had offered me days before. I had been there for 3 years already. And I passed it up, because night shift has a shift differential, and it's just less work.
That extra money,
The extra money,
But then you get those wackadoodles sometimes.
What is a shift differential?
Yeah, it's like $4 extra an hour.
Extra money for the money.
Oh, you made more.
Yeah, if you work night shift.
Oh.
Yeah, because you're working basically the overnight.
Oh, yeah, 7P to 7A.
Oh, yeah. And it is a little bit less work because all you're doing is maintaining because most people are sleeping.
Yep.
But it's also when you get the weirdos
Yeah.
and everything come in.
For the most part, though, we were just like, maintaining, like you said. So, I mean, you would have crazy nights, but so for me, that was an adjustment. Because I had worked night shift as a nurse for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And then going to days was an adjustment. But once I got my sleep, adjusted, it's now I can't imagine working overnights again. And it's great because even if I'm working, he gets home at like 4 or 5, takes the dogs for a walk, makes something for dinner, and then I'm home by like 7:45, 8. So even if we're working, we can still have like
a little bit of
dinner,
time together,
Whereas if I were on night shift, it'd be like he would get home at 5, I would have to leave at 6:30.
Yeah.
Oh.
To go in to be there at 7.
Yeah.
So it would really like those.
You're always missing each other.
Yeah.
And then he's getting up. When you're walking in, he's getting up, getting
he would
ready
already
for work.
be gone.
Oh, really?
Because he leaves at 6:30, and then I wouldn't get home till 7:45 in the morning.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it would just be. I mean, it's doable. People do it all the time, but I just prefer not to do it.
I talked about you to the pharmacist at CVS the other day.
Really?
So I was picking up Sudafed like early in the morning. I was like, I appreciate that you do the night shift. I had a friend that was in a night shift, but then he's not in night shift anymore. He's in day shift.
I remember in the chorus you telling me that it's taken years off my life.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like sitting next to you with dark circles. I'm like, okay.
Thank you.
God, I'm so sorry.
No, it's true though. There are studies that say that. It's
I didn't
true.
mean to hit you with the facts. I mean, you know the facts.
Yeah.
Who was the first to say I love you?
Oh, I think it was me.
Oh.
And do you think you do that often? Like, are you always the one to say it first, or?
I honestly don't remember.
I'm getting deep in this,
yeah,
bitch.
I honestly don't remember.
Only at
go home
Baja
tonight and
Betty's.
go like, Gio, how come you never say I love you? I'm gonna stir up the pot.
No.
We know he's a listener.
You mean like in our day to day? Who says it
No,
first?
I mean, who was the first one to say I love you
For the
in your
first
relationship?
time.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was me.
Okay.
But I think he was ready to say it also. And we were both just like holding out. You know what I mean? Because it's kind
No
of
one wants to be
awkward.
first.
Yeah, it's like this.
Was that week
You already
5?
moved in like
Yeah, exactly.
I know, girl. You like he was squatting at your home, lived with you. Day 2, day
U-Haul.
3. I love you.
Exactly.
They'll want to be the first one to come because then you're going to sit there and like help the other person get there.
Babe, can you give me a towel? Are you done yet? Did you finish? Oh
my
I'm getting
gosh.
cold.
The dogs are in the crate, like, fucking let us out already.
Are you
done?
Are you done?
Oh God. What is something important that you've learned from another couple?
Oh.
I told you I have got the hard.
I know. Am I the only one
Mine
being
are
questioned?
more
Is this all the
It's all about me?
You all
No.
are in
We need to.
relationships too. You can
Yeah,
answer
we
these
have.
questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Thank you.
As you hold up a mirror. Now answer back, bitch.
No, wait, I already forgot the question. What was it?
The answer is crunchy hash browns.
What is something important that you've learned from another couple?
I don't know. I also wasn't prepared for this question.
I'd like to take that note and we'll get back to you.
I'm sorry, I sent it to your
Exactly.
agent. They were supposed to. brief
No
you
one
on
sent
it.
me these notes.
Yeah, when we ran this list by your PR.
Yeah. Well, he's like, should I do some homework for the topic or whatever?
I
And I'm like,
did ask.
no, don't worry about it.
It's gonna be easy.
It's so easy.
I love it. Like he's like not the first like guest who's gone. I thought these were supposed to be softball questions. I'll tell you. Like for me, since I have to answer these questions,
Yeah.
I think for me it's I've seen from others who've also gone the route that me and Andy did, where we went a little fast, but they weren't talking or they weren't being honest, and they weren't like doing everything. So watching them and how they reacted to say certain situations, like when issues arise and stuff like that, that's something I took that was important. Like I don't want to be that person.
Right.
I don't want to make that mistake.
Right.
I want to like take a second, step away, relax, and then like, okay, let's talk about this now.
Right.
So
Also, like having been in other relationships, I think you're influenced by the things that didn't work in other relationships.
Oh yeah.
Towards so the way we deal with conflict, or the way we deal with balancing work, or the chores and things like that. Those are all informed because we both had other relationships.
right.
Yeah, I agree. I've learned.
I think I'm trying to like think about people but not name names. And
I
like
know, same. I was
be
like,
like oddly like specifically vague. Because I've learned a lot, not from anyone in the room, but like family members. No.
Bitch.
There's a part
It doesn't have to be bad or good.
I was gonna say based off of negative.
Oh, okay.
So you guys are great and like modeling off you guys and everything like that. But for some like maybe family members or like friends who are no longer friends, I think I learned a lot of like what not to do. I'm very much an over communicator when it comes to those kinds of things, to the point where it's like I don't know what, like if I don't know what I'm feeling or I'm feeling something, I'm going to tell you, and I may not know why I'm feeling that way, but I'm going to tell you. And then like I think there have been people in my life and in my past that don't communicate, and that's like I hate that because I'm not psychic and I can't read your brain. So I think mostly it's a lot of over communication that I've learned. And also, unfortunately, patience. Because I'm not a patient person at all.
No. You're kidding.
I know. Are you surprised? Are you shocked? Are you gooped and gagged? Mama.
All right, so are you friends with your exes? Or do all your exes live in Texas?
All my exes live in Texas.
With Wanda from the Waffle House.
No, I have an ex here in San Diego, Michael, who's a nurse for UCSD.
Oh, I know Michael.
Yeah.
I don't know
No? I'm like, maybe he lives right here on Herbert. I'm like, you may know Michael, but we're still friends because it was a easy breakup. We both just sort of figured out that someone at work set us up because they're like, oh, you're both nurses, you should date, so we tried to
gay.
Yeah, exactly. So we dated for a year and then figured out that we're better off as friends. Like, no, this isn't really,
You were both bottoms.
no.
They like to be smothered and covered.
He didn't like hash browns, so he had to go.
Oh, hard pass, red flag,
No,
goodbye, girl.
I'm just kidding. But so then when I moved over here, we broke up and then we both got dogs, and so we would like take the dogs to the park, and we stayed sort of friends. And then once I started dating Gio, we of course didn't really hang out that much. We used to dog sit for him, and then he would dog sit for us, and so we're I would consider him a friend.
What about your exes in Tennessee?
No. Because we might like follow each other on. I don't even know if we follow each other on social media anymore. I just have one ex in Tennessee, but
okay,
yeah, and then one in
Florida.
Oh, Florida, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's been around that block.
She's been around, but all of those relationships were like a year, and so that's another thing with Gio. It's like in about a year, I feel like that's. You're starting to really get to know the person and you know whether or not it's going to work. Mm-hmm. With Gio, it's like 1 year passed, 2 year passed, 3 years, and I'm like, oh, this is still going really good. This is good.
Is he up for renewal? Are you going to renew the subscription?
Forever,
It's on auto renew.
So we're just going to renew this. I just need you to initial here.
The
rate's going up.
Your bank account number.
Due to inflation,
my needs have increased.
And you guys have 2 kids now.
2 kids. 2 furry children.
Lola
and Bentley.
Okay.
Oh, Bentley.
They're wild.
Bentley.
Yeah.
And then what
2
what is
beautiful
Bentley?
children. He's a golden doodle.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said you bring both of them over here.
I know.
So they can play with Cooper.
We need to bring them over. Yeah.
You have like a dog day.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Lola's
maybe not here then.
I know, right? I know. This is the problem we're having right now because we're in that condo and it was like fine with 1 dog and then we got 2 dogs and now we're like, oh, what have we done?
Just wait for Ellen to die. Eileen?
No.
Ellen?
Darlene.
We just take them to the park a lot. There's a little dog park in our complex and they go run out their energy.
I mean, that's like he's an hour, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think I've talked, I'm friends with some of my exes, Doug, who was actually at our wedding, Andy and I. So, great guy, has a little bit of a drinking problem, but almost all my friends do for some reason.
Was he at the wedding? He does not remember.
He was physically there. We'll just say that.
Just look at the pictures.
Right. And I mean, and there's some, of my exes who still want to be friends, and I'm still not sure if I want to do that or not. It's just because there's a lot of history there and stuff. So, it's hard because it's a case-by-case basis.
It is.
And you feel like you want to be nice to people, but I guess it all depends on how that relationship ended and where you're at in your lives.
But we don't really have a jealousy kind of reason for not doing that. It's not...
No.
It's not because either of us would feel uncomfortable with
Correct. Because like I said, Doug has come out here for vacation and we've gone to dinner, we've hung out, we've been in Orlando, we've gone to clubs and stuff like that. So it's I've always hung out with them with Andy, but even if I was to say, hey, I'm going to go hang out with Doug, it's because he came to the hotel one time and had drinks with me and Andy was there, but it was okay, that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Because it's that's my ex. I don't know, I just know what his kids were babies when they grew up, and now they're in college, graduating, and I'm just it's been that long.
Oh my god!
Dang,
that is the crazy thing right now.
Yeah.
So, and I know we've talked about.
I'm friends with none of my exes.
Okay.
But my reasoning behind it is that for me, in order to move on and get into a better headspace, I needed clean breaks, and those clean breaks just never got reconnected. And so it's just I don't really, I don't mourn the loss. I'm it was a relationship at a time in my life, and I learned a lot from that. And now I'm in a new phase. And
I feel also to keep even a friendship, it's going to take time. On the one episode, I remember one episode you were talking about the older you get, the more you realize how valuable your time is.
That was our time episode.
Remember? Yeah. I still remember that.
We did a time episode?
Yeah. It's a man-made construct, but still.
But it really got me thinking, it's
And you have to take into consideration, how much time do I want to give this person who got a lot of time before?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Are they still worthy of more of my time?
Mm-hmm. You only got so many fucks to give, girl.
Okay. So, here's a hard-hitting... you're going to have to really dig deep for an answer for this one, okay? I'm going to need you to think about this. It's I'm talking Barbara Walters level, all right? What is something that your partner wears that you love when they wear it? And I'm not talking strap-on. I mean, maybe, I don't know.
How would you wear a strap-on? Are we talking
You put another one on.
Where? How does it go down there?
It just
where does it go?
It's
On top of your penis already?
Yeah, you can.
Like an extender?
Yeah.
But then is it hollow? Does the penis go inside of the...
Maybe. I don't know how it works.
We need to ask Dr. Carlson.
Exactly.
Tell us more.
Tell me more. Like, does he have a car? So, no, but like, what's something that Gio wears that you love when he wears it? It could be clothes.
Oh, okay.
It could be like cologne.
How dirty are we allowed to be on this?
As dirty as you want, girl.
He has these assless underwear.
Oh.
They're really nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like a jockstrap?
Really nice.
No, I think it's like underwear that has the
ass is cut out.
Oh, like a
Yeah.
little peekaboo.
Yeah.
So he can poop without taking them off.
I think that's why he wears them.
He's got the pajamas with the pull down. Easy.
It's like peekaboo, but oh no, just kidding. And then you see the assless like underwear. It's a real peekaboo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gio, he loves his underwear. Wear more. Get 15, one in every color. What about you, Joe?
Mine is Nick's glasses.
Ooh, like right now. Is it turning you on right now?
Totally. What is it? Smothered and covered? I got Cooper lick in my ear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get it from all places. Okay.
No, because there's just like a cute little like nerdy sort of like, I don't know.
Top nerdy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can actually see. It's great.
What about you, Nick?
I would probably say when Joe is in his bike gear.
I learned about this recently. He's like, oh yeah, like that's really like sexy.
like,
and I was like,
bicycle pants?
like bike shorts. Yeah. And I was like,
with the padding?
yeah. I think it's just because it's like tight fitting spandex. So like, I was like, oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, we could do that into a thing. Like,
I was like, there are probably people who like really are into that, and it's like a fetish kind of thing. But
I think that I might have either said that to him out loud, or maybe I looked at a video too long because now on Instagram it's all of like dudes in the bicycle.
Oh, great! Now we're all gonna have it.
No, not me because I already have that.
I think that wrestler.
Well, it's funny. Every once in a while, I'll send stuff to Joe, and he'll be like, "Oh yeah, I follow that guy." I already saw that. I followed him.
Yeah. But it was funny. I was like, oh, interesting.
What about you, Andy?
I honestly, I don't know.
See, for me, when Andy wears shorts, because I'm a leg guy, and like I think he has gorgeous legs, so because they're kind of thick, and I'm like, ooh, I love that. So when he wears shorts, I'm like, ooh, because he also doesn't wear shorts very often. So like when he does, I'm like,
yeah,
oh, I love this.
Yeah,
I think when you dress up, like when you're dressing suit or jacket, and kind of going out dressy.
Oh.
When you paint the town red?
Yes.
Red?
Oh,
Yes.
I feel like a real pervert over here. It shows like glasses.
His
the
assless underwear.
I thought we were going
I
there.
don't wear underwear.
No, Gio's glasses are nice also.
Andy's glasses are nice, too.
His glasses. That's what she needs.
He just ain't got no ass. So.
I misunderstood the question.
My next question is, what do you do when conflict arises and how do you resolve it? Do you talk it out?
We talk it out unless it's like, and we rarely fight, but if we have like a disagreement and it gets too heated, I think we both know we need to just like cool down first, separate, go to a different room, and then come back and talk it out. And then usually after you talk it out, there's still like a little bit of tension. Mm-hmm. And so one of us will just make the other one laugh. And then that will break that tension and sort of get us back into a different, space.
And some people feel like when you say we don't really argue that much, people are like, oh, well, then, something must be wrong with your relationship. It's like, no. Actually it's not
great.
that bad because we like,
yeah.
Andy and I don't fight a lot, but like, if we do, we're both just like, okay.
All right, yeah. I don't have the energy. No, I'm with you.
But it is just like, okay, we're going to talk this out, or I don't want to talk about this right now.
Yeah.
We'll come back to it, put a pen in it or something.
Or you do on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is this to you?
Right, exactly.
Oh, that's a good
like that.
one.
Yeah. That's a great relationship thing is when you're fighting, even if you're like trying to find compromise about something, like you want to go to the park and you want to go to the beach, like, Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is that to you?
Andy, that is gold.
If it's a 4, but for the other person it's a 7, well, it's not hard to say, okay, well, we'll go with the way you want it this time.
Oh my,
nice.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Back to the question, what have I learned from another couple? Here we are.
No, that is.
But really,
somebody taught me
wow.
that years ago, and it wasn't really in the context of fighting. It was more in the context of just negotiating day-to-day stuff.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. But we've used it.
Like when we did our wedding,
yeah.
Because weddings can be stressful. They can be stressful, and they can create issues. And it's like, okay, how important is that? Yeah, it's not very important at all. Okay, so we don't really have to worry about it because it's a 3 for you, a 3 for me. Boom, done. Yeah.
My mind is blown. That's great.
The other thing is, I feel like it's okay for you to be apart.
Yeah.
That was like something that I had to learn, but it's like with Andy, it's like, okay, you want to go do that? Fine. Go do that. Yeah. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch YouTube videos about our cruise.
And the Buzzy Queen drag recaps.
Right, exactly. That's another thing that I learned. It's like how to do that kind of thing, and it's okay. Yeah. It's not a problem within your relationship. No. It's actually strengthen it because you both feel like you can have your own interest and go do what you want to do.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I did that to you last week.
Yeah. He's like, we were talking because he's going up to do a competition, and he's like, you don't really have to go because you don't enjoy it, and it's not fun for me.
And you're not enjoying it brings me down, and I can't enjoy it.
Right. So I'm like,
better if we don't do it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll stay here with Cooper. We don't have to get a dog sitter. We're good to go.
Exactly. We actually just had this right before I left. He was like, my coworker's bridal shower is Sunday at like noon. He's like, I'm going to go with another coworker for a few hours. Do you want to go? And I was like, well, do you want me to go?
Yep.
Is it
important?
Is it important for, And he's like, honestly, no. It's fine. If you don't want to go, I said, then I'm not going. I'd rather be here with the dogs.
Right.
Sunday afternoon.
Bring me some cake back.
Honestly. So yeah, it's nice.
Mm-hmm. How would you rank your love languages?
Oh, wait, rank?
Like identify.
Well, identify and rank. Like, so if you feel like...
What's your top and what's your...
Yeah, what's your top and what's your bottom? Like,
and what's your crispy smash?
For the audience.
So,
I'm like, I need a list of them.
Okay, so there's 5 love languages. There's words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, or physical touch.
Or giving gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Receiving gifts or gifts in general. Like, do you like to give or receive?
Diverse. Sorry. I have a funny story about this that I'll tell you after that. But I sent Nick a thing yesterday related to love languages on Instagram. So pin in it. And we'll
You're asking what's important to me or what's important to both?
To me, what's important to you, whether it be to give to Gio or to receive from Gio?
To me, quality time, words of affirmation, acts of service. Physical touch and gifts. So physical touch is something I'm still working on because, in Tennessee, it's like I grew up being really scared. Started dating in my 20s to like hold hands in public and, your friends in public, And so like I still, if we're out somewhere and he like puts his hand on my leg, I still like almost
stiffen up a little bit.
So that's something that I'm working on because I think that's important to him. And so I'm trying to be better about that, So that's why it's a little lower for me. But at home, it's great. And then gifts aren't really important to either of us. We get each other gifts randomly, but that's not something that, I need. He cooks, so that would be like an act of service. Mm-hmm. And then words of affirmation, we're always, have a great day, I love you, this and that. And quality time, we love spending time with each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I think I'm going...
What about you?
Quality time, words of affirmation, acts of service, physical touch, gifts. I mean, we're already physical. Like, if we're in the car, I'll put my hand on his leg and stuff like that, or he'll do that and stuff like that. I think for me, words of affirmation in quality time, because in my past relationships, I felt like I didn't get enough of either.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So it's like, for me, I need that a lot. And I notice it that I do get more than my fair share of it in this relationship because I'm not worried all the time. Like, I'm not that person who's like, well, he must be cheating on me, or where's he going, or why is he looking at his phone? What is he looking at? Kind of thing. I'm just like, I don't care what you're doing on your phone. Like, where are you gonna go?
I love that. I love that.
But like, that's me. But like, for me, my love language to someone is I love to give gifts. Like, I love to like. That is my thing. Like, I love to do that, and my words of affirmation. Like, I want somebody to feel good about what I said and make them feel good about it and stuff like that. So, that's me. What about you, Joe?
My love languages that I resonate the most with are quality time and physical touch. And kind of piggybacking off of what you were saying about previous relationships, like, for quality time, I always want to feel like I'm a priority. And, like, I don't want to be, like, double booked by someone where it's like, oh, we're going to go do this and I'm going to, like, split my time. Where it's like, here we're gonna go, like, I want all of you, like, I want a dedicated, like, be here with me and, like, have it quality time. And it doesn't need to be like we're intensely having conversation or whatever. It's just like, if we're just together. And then physical touch, I'm a very touchy person. I don't really care about, like, gifts or anything like that. And then I think my two are just the quality time and physical touch. And what I wanted to say is that I think it's important in a relationship to understand what your partner is, their preferences are, because if you do something, so for example, if there's someone that really likes physical touch and you deprive them of that, it's like more jarring or whatever. Like, it has more of an impact. Or if someone has words of affirmation as their, like, preferred thing and you go like, oh, that was really stupid of you, like, it hits harder. So being conscious of that is really important. And then being able to know that, like, maybe your love languages aren't the same, but that's okay. And then understanding, like, how you guys can cohesively work together. And then what I wanted to say is, so this I said to Nick, and it was a little, like, a tweet or something, and it says, my love language is all of them. Get me a gift while you're running errands for me, and then come home and rub my head for an hour while complimenting me the entire time, and then do it every day forever. And that's my love language.
Is there, like, things that you do for Gio, like, on a regular basis that, like, shows your love? Like, for me, every night, Andy will go walk Cooper right before bed, and then I'll run him a bath.
Oh,
and I have to make sure I do it.
It's so nice.
Yeah, because it's like, I want to also make sure that it's hot enough for him, that he feels comfortable getting in.
So you get in it and it's hot enough for him?
Ow! But I'm always like, I want to make sure it's perfect. So, like, if he has to turn the water on while he's in there, I'm like, oh, I didn't make it good enough.
How do you know the right temperature? Do you have a thermometer?
No, but I make sure it's a little bit warmer than I think he would like, because it's got to sit there for a little bit until he gets in it. So
by the time he gets back,
it's April 21st. Wait, what's the date?
I think it's April 24th or something.
Oh.
What's your idea?
You might need a light jacket.
It's not too cold and not too hot, and all you need is a light jacket.
I would say, like, walking the dog. So, like, if he's working, like today, he got up and went to work, but before he went, he walked the dogs so that I could stay in bed. Oh. And then if it's Saturday or Sunday and I'm working, I do that for him. You know, whoever's working will walk the dogs quickly, and that way you can sleep in. Because if not, Lola's waking you up at 6:37 to go out and poop.
She's like, hello.
I have to get out there. My friends are waiting.
I don't want someone to take my spot.
That's something we do for each other. And he definitely, I feel like he does more for me. Like, he's like, you know, the type that, like, if we're laying on the couch, he'll, like, grab my feet and just start rubbing them. Yeah. I'm like, I need to get better at that.
You don't like physical touch, so
no,
but I think it's good that you know that.
Yeah.
Like, it's good that you're aware of it. Like, having self-awareness is important.
For sure. Paul and Andy, how long have you been married?
We've been married for 5.5 years.
Yes.
Wow. And we've been together 10.5 years.
Yep.
Wow. And how long was your engagement?
A year.
A year.
Yeah, less than a year.
So you dated 5 years.
Are you planning one?
No. Well, I mean, yes and no. Can we cut that? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, we'll
talk about it after the show.
Well, I mean, we're coming up on 4 years, and so, like, you know, it is in our future. So it's just like one of those things that, like, yeah, eventually I'm gonna propose, but I just don't know when.
What if he beats you to it?
No, it'll be me. We talked about it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, we
damn.
talked about it. We talked about rings, things like that. So it's like, at this point, I'm just lazy. So I'm like, you know what I mean?
You gotta keep him on his toes.
I think I'm putting too much pressure on it, you know, because you see like all these videos and stuff of these like grandiose, you know, go on a hike to Torrey Pines and all this stuff, and I'm like, you know, what would be special, and you know, you want it to be perfect, and
you should do it on the cruise in April.
Could do it on the cruise.
Have a flash mob.
That's what I was gonna say. And if you need a flash mobber, I volunteer.
At Black's Beach.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I'll wear a nude Speedo.
you should have them go to Black's Beach, but then you're up at the airport
in the glider,
and you do a paragliding thing, and the paragliding thing says, "Gia, will you marry me?"
And then you drop down in a parachute,
and then the flash mob spells out, "Say yes."
Yeah, and their penises.
and Dolly Parton could be playing.
Oh my god!
With Mariah.
No. I would fall to my death.
And Hero by Mariah is playing in the background. A hero comes along.
Oh my god! What if he proposed to you? Like, what if he pulled a fast one on you? And was like, ha ha ha, you're gonna do to me, and then I'm like, ha ha, bitch, I got you.
Oh, I mean, I would obviously say yes, but I don't know. I may feel a little guilt, like maybe I waited too long since we've already talked about it, you know, and then I would feel like, oh, he got tired of waiting on me, so then he felt like he had to take things into his own hands.
Take the cue, girl.
It'll still be fine, you know. It would be fine.
See, now, like, Andy, we kind of knew it was going to have to be Andy because Andy had told me previously that he didn't want to get married again.
It was a going-in proposition.
Okay.
Marriage was off the table.
Okay.
And I was okay with that. Like, totally okay.
Yeah.
Never brought it up ever again.
Yeah,
like,
And then when we got it close to 5 years, it was like, well, that's silly. Why not?
Yeah. So, like, he proposed on Christmas
right?
after our 4-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And so we decided, like, the 5 years would be a perfect day to get married because it fell on a Sunday, and it was 5 years. So then we wouldn't have to think too much about what's our original our first date, our anniversary, and then it's like, but our wedding anniversary is the same day, so it's all wrapped in one.
So it's funny, the video of you, of the proposal. That's actually one of the moments where, because the whole time we've been in this relationship, the first like year or so, I told Gio, like, no, I don't ever want to get married. I don't want to get married. I don't want kids. You know, that's been my motto the whole time. And then one day he's at home and he was watching the video. It must have like popped up of your proposal. And I look over and he's in tears. Just tears flowing. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Like, okay, here we go. And so, like, the longer I've been, you know, it's really important to him. And so, like, you know, we agree that kids are off the table.
You already have them, that's why.
But, yeah, we have 2. But marriage is now, I'm like, that is something that's in our future.
Aww.
Yeah.
Get that tax break, girl.
Right?
Okay. But, like, would you take his name, or would he take your name? Or would you just keep your last names the way they are?
I think it's so much work to change it. We'd probably just keep our last names. Oh. Right? But I will say he made an appointment at the vet, and it said Gio Davis. And I saw it in the email, and I was like, what is this?
Are you trying to tell me hints?
Because, you know, his last name is Siqueiros, and it's a long name.
It's not Garcia.
No, that's just his Facebook. That's his mom's maiden name. So it's his actual...
And what's his...
Siqueiros.
Yeah.
So it's Siqueiros. So
the
it's...
little rolled?
No, that's taquitos.
Gio Taquitos, # Johnson III. Fontaine.
Like, maybe just so it would be an easier spelling, he would take mine because it's like super easy.
It's easier, yeah.
Yeah, just because it's easier. But...
I think that's why, I was like, we talked about it,
Yeah.
Andy and I, and he was just like, I'm just going to, like, we're going to take your name. And I was like, okay, but then we're going to make our middle names his old last name.
Oh, nice.
So you were Quinn, Andy Quinn?
Yeah. So now he's Andy Quinn Smith, and I'm Paul Quinn Smith. Even though I do miss my old middle name because it was Daryl, so I'd be like, it's my Daryl and my other brother Daryl.
And you guys move further away in the alphabet.
I know.
Q-R-S.
Well, and then also if you're going to like a conference or something, like S's and Smith is very long, whereas the Q line is probably like really short because there's like three
only
people.
3 cards.
That's true. Yeah. It's easier to find.
Oh,
Never thought of
let's
that.
see.
So, actually, we have a new bit.
Oh, that's right. Oh, we're coming. We're coming to the end of the episode.
Oh my god, you've collaborated outside.
Oh, and I forgot that we had to like come up with a theme song for this.
Oh.
And it's like
Sing it, girl.
ask the host, got a question, so ask the host.
It's Spider-Man.
I love it.
Oh shit, do we need rapid fires?
I love it.
Did you have rapid fires for Andrew?
I know.
Well, I feel like, listen, if you're a guest, like
You've been rapid firing him all night long.
for 2, I feel like
Thank you.
maybe rapid fires are only for your first appearance.
Yes, there you go.
Okay.
Because
Okay,
now you're a
perfect.
friend of the show.
Seasoned
Yes.
guest. Yeah.
FOS.
Thoughts?
FOS.
Well, and so this is going to be questions from the producers.
Okay.
And every week we're going to just come up with a question. It could be a silly question. It could be a deep probing question.
Probe me, baby.
But the whole idea is to get you thinking and reacting. And you guys don't know our question.
Cooper's Corner.
Aww.
We asked Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper picked
3 of us.
We gave him a
The
few.
second producer or the third producer.
And so here's the question for this week. If you could go back in time and fix something you either did or failed to do, what would you do?
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
I have so many.
My biggest one is finishing high school and actually graduating from high school. And I don't know why this is making me emotional because, like, as soon as you said that, it, like, resonated with me. And that was the biggest thing that came up. And I actually almost started welling up because I've been judged on how smart I am based on the fact that I don't have a high school diploma, per se.
Even yourself. You
Even
judge
and I
yourself.
judge myself, right? Because I'm like, I don't have a high school diploma, and that I feel like has stopped me, or maybe I just stopped myself from other things and stuff. So, yeah, getting my high school diploma, but I also think it because of the situation at the time where I couldn't do it because I wasn't living at home. I was trying to work and pay rent because I basically emancipated myself. So, it was hard.
Okay.
So,
What about you, John?
Well, there's 3 times, but they're all related to me and like my issues and struggles with drinking. But I would say any of those times taking the help from my family and like getting on like a clean path. I would say, I don't know. But then I'm like, those have kind of like shaped who I am. I mean, obviously not ideal, but like, I think, I've been through all that. So it kind of has made me who I am. But I would love to go back and not have those problems. But yeah, that would be mine.
See, these are the hard-hitting questions. Andrew, do you want to answer? You don't have to.
No. I'm okay.
You're a guest.
He's like, I regret joining today with all of these questions.
I would do more homework for the show.
And for the record, Paul, you are one of the smartest people I know because you have, I think, you have life experience that is like priceless that you can't put or teach in school.
I agree.
Well, and he eventually got his GED and his associate's degree and.
Yeah, girl.
Yep.
Girl.
So,
Girl, you were smart enough to be in this room tonight, so there you go.
well, Andrew, we appreciate you being here. Thank you for talking about your relationship. And
Yes.
being
Thank you so much for having me.
Now go propose.
We always have a great time with you,
Of course.
and we love, of course, your voice and everything. We call you our gratitude, but we mean that with all love and
yes.
respect.
Yes.
So, all right, everyone, have a great week. Thank you.
Special thanks to Andrew Smith and Nick Stone for producing the show. If you like us, please follow us at tugayspod on Instagram and visit us online at tugayspod.com. You can find us anywhere you can stream podcasts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know topics you'd like to hear. And always remember, stay safe, stay classy, stay sassy, and always stay a little bit trashy. See you next week.